What's the word? It's your boy A-Bo. We back at it like a crack addict. Bringing you another episode of the Code Podcast, where we talk about choices, opinions, decisions, and most importantly, experience, because experiences are the best teacher. Today we got another episode called Black Art 2. We're going to wrap it up talking about black artistry. Of course, we got music, we got beats, we got content. All that we're trying to push out to you guys, let you guys know what we're doing in the city, keep it moving, keep it going, motivating you guys to chase your dreams and do what it is to do. I got my guests here today, of course. If they can introduce themselves, let you know how to get at them.
My name is Q, but my stage name Pierce No Paul. I'm a producer. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I'm from the area, but I be moving around.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Pay to Play Rich. If you don't know, now you know. I come from Richmond, VA, the East End to be exact. Here representing Pay to Play, you know what I'm saying?
Heard you, most definitely. Appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Of course.
Holding it down.
I've been trying to get with you for the last, I don't even know how long.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute.
Been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Glad.
Hey, been a long time coming for sure, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Trust me. When it comes to the podcast and trying to be strategic about it, also it's just me. I'm not gonna be a man of my word, so I want to get y'all on here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
It's
real.
gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get y'all. He said,
You
yeah.
feel me?
He said, yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But I'm gonna get y'all on here, man.
As long as it happened, that's
Yeah,
how I
that's
feel
it,
about
that's
it.
it.
man.
Absolutely. So like today, like I said, the conversation is steered around black art. What you guys do, music, beats, producing, and things like that. So want to jump right into it. Being that you rap and being that you're a producer, what type of rap do you do? Whether it be drill trap, conscious rap, luxury rap, if what? And then for you, what type of beats do you do? I know Rich kind of asked you that earlier, but what type of beats do you do? Or what type of producing do you do? What type of artists do you usually work with?
Okay. So I make lifestyle rap, more so like luxurious rap, right? Like if I were to have to give you an example, I would probably say a cross between Larry June, Rick Ross, and Boldy James, if y'all familiar with those artists, right?
The last guy I'm not familiar with.
Okay, so Boldy James is a more so like he's street, but his rap style is life rap, and you know he kind of cross in between both of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I would explain my music and the sound that you're gonna get when you hear it. It's definitely like, you know, one of those cool player laid back, but I'm gonna also give you some game, and I'm gonna also talk a little bit of street talk as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, the beats I type and make is basically just kind of what bruh said. But also it's more of like a melodical sample, something catchy, something to get you remembering it and stuff. And then I like punchy drums because I grew up playing the drums.
Okay.
So that kind of plays a big part in the beats I make and stuff. So melodic samples and punchy drums.
I got you. Now, when you say melodic, would you say somebody like Mo 3, Rod Wave type of melodic? That's my idea of melodic, what I'm thinking.
Nah, not really. Cause
Or like, what's the boy from Philly, Friday?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, something. But like I was telling Rich, is I try and stay outside the box because you know most of the producers nowadays they do a lot of the same stuff that's already out.
Okay.
So I try and stay outside the box, and I try and use real instruments if I can. So like I be going around jumping from studio to studio, and I try and get real samples like from real instruments.
Now that's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of producers are not doing that. So the fact that you know taking that initiative to go and do like, you know, actual live samples, that's hard.
And then like I said, I grew up playing the drums too, so I got a lot of music friends, So
Yeah.
I try and incorporate them in what I'm doing too.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope.
For you, Rich, the first song you ever recorded, if you were to play it back today, would you laugh at it and be like, what the hell was I doing? Or mostly be like, damn, I'm proud of how far I've come?
I'll probably be, you know, more so proud of how far I came, to be honest with you. My first song that I ever recorded isn't It's terrible. That shit bad. But it also was a moment in my life that let me know, like, all right, bro, you actually can do this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best song. It wasn't a good song at all. But the elements of the record is what let me know as far as the bars, like, you know what I'm saying, the way that I was actually able to structure a 16, the way that I was able to ride the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of those elements of the record let me know, like, okay, I can actually make songs. I just gotta practice and put the shots up in the gym so that I can get good at it. You see what I'm
Repetition.
saying? That repetition, you know what I mean? So I'll probably look back at it and just be, you know, proud of how far I came, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, Q, when it comes to producing a song, have you ever produced a song for somebody or with somebody and be like, nah, we're not gonna put that out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Of course, it was a lot of those like in the beginning of the journey, but the further I've gone down, the more it's like, all right, I can make something happen. Or you know, as a producer that's really supposed to do what a producer is supposed to do to bring a track out.
Okay.
You know, I make sure that the delivery of the artist when I'm, you know, producing a song and I'm recording a song because I'm an engineer too. I make sure that the artist brings out the best quality, you know, that they can bring out so that the song can come out the way it needs to come out.
Okay. All right.
And you can also structure that too because I didn't know that you engineered. But if you engineering on a beat that you actually, you know, made, it's easier to structure with the artist because you know how you want it to sound, or you know where the hook is, and you know what I'm saying?
And then even then, it's not like I thought, like, you know, I was thinking the same thing, and I realized, like, even when people come to me and they want to use a YouTube beat or something like that, I realize how things are because it don't take me nothing but just to listen to it one time.
Yeah.
You know, and then after that, I can figure out what's going on, and then I'll tell them to let me hear their verse before they record it, so I'll know what type of vibe they're going for and what I need to do in order to make sure it
come out right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say you hear it one time, you can hear it from YouTube and then like recreate it, I'm guessing?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. When it comes to beats, I was talking more the engineer side at first, but when it comes to beats, like people will hit me up all the time, like, "Hey, I got this beat that's on YouTube that I wrote to, but I'm not rocking with it. I want you to remake it." Okay, cool.
You charge a fee for that, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Tight. Was there any points in your journey where you wanted to quit?
Yeah. I have those moments pretty often, if I'm honest with you. You know, this game and this business that we in, bro, it's a take. You know what I'm saying? Like you continuously dumping money, you continuously dumping time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it seemed like you just get the minimal back. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree. God, I agree.
So, you know, when you continuously putting into something and not really getting something back, sooner or later you're gonna want to be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as an artist and just being transparent, I had a moments a lot. And then you're gonna take a lot more L's than you're gonna take wins. But to me, it all builds character. It all shows my perseverance when it comes to music and what I'm trying to do. And if I actually love it or not. I think I'm at a point right now where I can say, like, I actually love music because I done dedicated the last 5 years of my life giving, and only getting the minimal out of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A person who don't love something ain't gonna do that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I look at it like I make it symbolic to a relationship so people can understand. When you deal with a female or you deal with a woman and she always taking from you and you only getting a little bit back from her, the only reason you still there is probably for one or two things. Either love her, she got some good ass pussy. You know what I'm saying?
That's so real.
So, you know, and I look at music the same way. So, you know, yeah, bro, it's definitely moments that I done been wanting to quit. But if I'm a lot further now than where I was when I started. If I quit now, you know,
all that just washed
everything
away.
that I did prior to is just null and void. So I can't, you know,
I feel like
Yeah. And yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say I'd be going through the journey right if I didn't have those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
just basically picking off of what bruh said. Like, you putting in so much time, you putting in so much energy and all that, you know, and if you love something, you're going to do it for free for a minute.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Do it for free, yeah.
You're going to do it for free.
do it for
You're
free.
going to do it for free for a minute.
Yeah.
But,
Sooner or later, you're going to be wondering where that check at, though.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're going to be wondering where that
Exactly.
check at.
Exactly. But, of course, that is very discouraging. And I try and just remember the end goal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what keep me going. And, you know, like bro said, just going in, putting in those reps in the gym, you know, that's what really keep me going.
Because all it take is one.
One little pop.
One little pop.
That's it.
And now with the internet, you can pop on the internet and then that'll take the music. Or the music can pop and then you can pop on the, you see what I'm saying?
Literally.
But all you need is one moment. Like whether that's a viral moment, whether that's a hit song, you just need one.
Word.
So it's like all these shots being put up, sooner or later, and this goes for people that's actually good at what they do. Now, I'm not talking about y'all that be bullshitting and just, you know, playing around in the studio, but the people that's actually good at what they do and take their craft serious, it's only but so long before one of them shots go in.
Facts.
It's just some people quit before they shot go in.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just one of them type of things.
I got you. So to piggyback off what you just said, what fuels you guys or what pushes you guys to keep going? I know you said like whatever you do, if you quit now, everything will be just null and void, or you gonna do a little bit of work for free before like you really fuck with something.
Yeah.
What fuels you guys to be like, yo, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna pop. Sooner or later, when? What pushes you?
For me, it's more of going around, meeting new people, and hearing a bunch of the new people that I meet tell me that I have a lot of potential, you know?
Okay.
Because, of course, hearing it at home is like, yeah, it's another thing, you know, that's your folks showing love, of course.
Yeah.
But you go out, you networking, and people hear your stuff, and they're like, let me keep in contact with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and you can feel the vibe. That and knowing that this is really what I want. You know, like if I really want this, then I'm gonna go all in. Like that plays a big part in it too, because I know if I want it bad, then I'm gonna do whatever it is that I gotta do to go get it. And I'm gonna make sure that I gotta do whatever I gotta do to go get it.
Valid.
I think my answer gonna be a little different, and this just may come from maturity or just the type of person that I am, right? Like, what keeps me going and makes me want to continue to keep doing this is the fact that I know that I have a younger generation that's gonna come behind me, right? Like, if we were to put this into, you know, I hate to go this route, but us as black people. All our families mostly know is either get a job, go to school, and then get a job. So 9 times out of 10, most of the people that you know are really just working their whole life.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever set that standard and did something different to the point to show people like you can actually follow your dreams and you can actually do something with your life outside of working a 9 to 5 or going to school or be doing a trade. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's imperative that I do this and that I take this serious and that I keep going because I know I can change somebody else's life. You understand what I'm saying? Whether that's my son, whether that's my niece, whether that's my nephew. If they see me do it, they can say, okay, I can do it.
Facts.
And if they can do it, now we changing the trajectory for our whole family now.
Facts, because now more people are inclined to seek entrepreneurship, do follow their dreams. I'm not working like you for 40 years, breaking my
Exactly.
back.
Exactly.
I'm going to shoot whatever I actually want to do.
Exactly. So,
got
you know,
you.
that's why it's important for me to, you know, keep doing what I'm doing because I know what that can do for me and my family. You understand what I'm saying?
That's valid.
I don't know about y'all, but shit, the way this shit going right now, you can work 40 years if you want to and retire, but will it be some a pension for you?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Will you be able to live off that?
Yeah, they
I don't
definitely
know.
said
You know what I'm saying?
definitely said that
So
too.
it's a gamble right now. So you know, it's while I got the means and while I'm, you know, able to do what I do and I have the talent, man, I'm gonna chase this for as long as I can chase it because I know what's gonna come from it if, you know, when it works.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So for what y'all do overall, do y'all do it as more of a hobby, or do y'all count on it, or are already counting it as far as y'all income? You ain't got to give me no specific number like that. But I'm saying, like, is this actually a source of income now, or is this more so I'm still doing this shit as a hobby?
Well, I think when you can still take it serious and it be and take it serious as a job and not get a substantial amount of income from it.
Okay.
And I think that's where I'm at, right? Like, I take this shit serious. I go to work 40 hours a week and I do another 40 hours doing this.
Gotcha.
When I get off work, I'm either going to the studio, I'm going to write music, I'm going to do an interview, I'm going to shoot content. Like, I'm doing all of these things soon as 5 o'clock touch. Right
Yeah,
after
I
that.
seen you out there with the sign, yo.
Come
on,
I was
bro.
like, yo, what the fuck is Rich doing out
on,
there,
bro.
bitch? With the sign and the whole shit.
I'm not playing because I realize what I can get from it. Like, I'm not at a point right now where music is paying my bills, right? But monthly, I can pay my phone bill.
Valid.
Off of music.
Valid.
You understand what I'm saying?
Valid.
It's not something that's gonna change my
You
life
showing
right
something
now.
from it.
But
Yep.
that's what it is. Like, I think as artists, we lose sight of the smaller wins for the bigger picture, right? Like, if you an artist right now, you not making no money, get to the point where you can make a couple dollars and then use that as motivation to get to the point where, all right, well, I done made $100. Let me see how I can make 1,000. You feel me? I think sometimes we get so discouraged because ain't nothing happening, but we trying to get to 100,000 by tomorrow. And we
Yeah.
got to start small. You feel what I'm saying?
Something that you just touched on, Rick Ross said that in a song. He said, I used to glorify the finer things because I didn't see the minor things.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that shit fucked me up. But for you are you doing this more as a hobby or more so like this is a source of income? I can, you know what I'm saying? I can make beats all day and produce and engineer and forget working for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, it's the same thing Rich said. Like, no, I'm not making a great amount of money from it to the point where I don't have to work because I still go into work, you know, and then as soon as I hit that clock, I'm going somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't even consider it a hobby, you know, because I love it so much and I'm
Okay.
passionate about it, and the shit that I do for music by itself, just to get myself, you know, just to get my name out there a little bit. Like, I don't consider this a hobby at all.
For
Yeah,
sure.
when I think hobby, I'm thinking like, you know, something you do in your free time or your spare time
Yeah.
when, you know, you trying to entertain yourself, or, you know, something you do in your leisure time. But this ain't that though, bro.
Because this is
that.
this is something I'm trying to actually do for the rest of my entire life.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay. Do you got people in your circle that'll tell you like, nah, that's not it, or you could have came different on that one. You could have, you know what I'm saying, you could have did better on that. I got people in your circle that actually do that, or they don't have to necessarily be yes men, but they can, yeah, I mean that's cool, it's cool. Instead of telling you, nah, dog, that's not it.
I got people that'll give it to me straight.
Okay.
And just because of that, like, you know, I appreciate them and I involve them in most of my projects and all that stuff. Just to be a listening ear, because I like to get multiple perspectives
Okay.
of what I'm doing. Just to know what's going on with what I got going on. But yeah, they'll give it to me straight. You know, they'll be like, hey, look, man, go ahead and trash that junk, bro.
So it's imperative that you keep people around you that's gonna tell you the real, right? If you're trying to make it somewhere in this business, you gotta have those people around.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're never gonna get nowhere, because you got this mindset that everything that I'm doing is already good enough, and, you know, ain't no need to change, ain't no need to grow, ain't no need to, you know, do things differently. So of course you gotta, especially as an artist, you gotta keep that, you know, those certain people that you can send records to that you know gonna tell you the exact what it is based off of, you know, they personal ear, like, and they ain't gonna sugarcoat it. They gonna tell you exactly how it is, because you know, they want to see you win, and that's the only way you're gonna get better. A lot of these niggas don't wanna hear somebody tell them, "Oh nah, bro, that ain't it." Oh, bro, you hating.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can't tell them that, you know, you don't like that. Oh, bro, you hating. Nah, bro. Sometimes y'all got to really listen to these people because they really telling you what it is. And the more you listen to them, the better you going to be.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You got to be able to take constructive criticism. That's real big in the business. You can't.
I
Take
wouldn't
that,
be
you ain't
where
going
I'm
for
at
it.
right now if I wasn't taking the constructive criticism from people, if I wasn't listening to what people were saying and giving me feedback on my projects when I drop them, on my singles when I put them out, or even the folks that's with me in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point right now where I keep specific people in the studio because I know that they gonna tell me when I'm creating a record, like, all right, bro, don't say that. That's lame. Like, you know what I mean? Or that sound good, bro. Keep doing more of that. It be little stuff like that, bro, that you need, you know what I mean, people around for. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Constructive criticism is a big thing for me. I like constructive criticism. I actually like embrace it and encourage it.
Facts.
I will say it's about how you formulate it too.
Of course.
Because a nigga could say, I got constructive criticism on the podcast before. Niggas like, yeah, bro, but you got to do this and you got to do that. And I can accept that and take that, but at the same time, you don't have a podcast.
Yeah.
You can't show me the proper way to do it. Or the people that you watch are bullshit. So I'm like, but there's no substance. There's no this. There's no, I ain't fuck all that shit.
You make a valid point because it's a thin line. It's a thin line between, you know, where you can get that constructive criticism from and how you can take it, right? Like, I'll accept a constructive criticism from anybody, but will I internalize it from everybody? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to hear you out, but, you know, I know only people that I'm really going, like, it's going to stick with is from people that's already doing what I'm doing or where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
You understand? Because everybody gonna have an opinion, bro. It's 2026. We got the internet.
Of course.
Everybody got an opinion now. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
God. Yes, God. What's something that you may have experienced when making music or making beats or whatever it may be that people don't see? What they don't see. People, like, you may have experienced and ran into this obstacle, ran into this thing that people don't know, they don't see. What's something y'all might have ran into that people on the outside world don't see?
For me, when it comes to making beats, it's picking the right sounds. Sometimes, and all the producers will know, and even the artists that be in there throughout the process.
Oh, God.
You know, sometimes we will sit in that bitch for an hour, choose, like, just picking through sounds just to make sure we find the right sound that fits whatever the theme is. Like, and it's a lot of sounds out there, trust and believe, but the sound selection process, that takes a long time, that a lot of people don't really understand and see, because, you know, I try not to have a lot of people around me when I'm making beats because I know I'm going to hear, like, damn, you been going through the same snare sounds for the past 30 minutes. When you gonna select something?
Yeah. 30 minutes, cause I'm gonna go step out and get some ass. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. When you say
It
something,
could be an obstacle. It could be something like a newfound way to make shit easier. It could be anything, something that the people don't see on the outside. They think
when it
everything
comes to
should be
creating music.
correct.
Shit, man, it really just depends on how the day going. I mean, shit, sometimes a song could take 2 hours. Sometimes the song could take 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
You know,
Sure.
I think that's important too for people to know. It's like, you know, the song that you may love from an artist that you think is the best shit in the world probably took him 15 minutes to make. Something that he didn't even think about for real. He just went in there and just done it. And, you know, I don't know. I think that's something that people should know. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more, but I probably can't wrap my head around it right now. But, you know, just the fact that the time it takes to curate records sometimes don't take, you know, long like people think it do.
I got you. What is the hardest part about what you do? The hardest part about what you do.
the humility. That's the hardest part about what we do. The humility, the having to go out there and wave a sign in front of people and say, "Hey, I'm an artist. Support my music." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do that in so many different facets. Like, we do that by posting content on a regular basis. We do that by posting our records when they coming out and saying, like, "Hey, it's out now, go get it." Like, and the reality is we're doing this in front of people who may not give a shit. Don't care.
Good God, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, could care less about anything that you're doing because you not, where they see you to be at for them to want to support what you got going on. But, it's humility in all of it, right? Just like you said about that video that you saw me out there on the corner.
Yeah.
Bro, I was embarrassed like a motherfucker out there.
But I thought that was intentional.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Because I was like, I know Rich. That's not the Rich that I know.
No.
But then I seen the sign trying to, I like, all right, cool,
You
cool,
feel
cool.
me? But sometimes we gotta go to those lengths so that we can get the attention or the traction that we
get
want.
people talking and-
Exactly.
yep.
But that's the humility part of it that sometimes you gotta be able to come outside of your body and come outside of your comfort zone to be able to get where you trying to go. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of those moments for me, bro. I ain't never been no bummy nigga a day in my life. But to get out there and do that, to get out there and do that, but I knew I had a greater cause in mind. I knew that if I did this was gonna get people attention and this was gonna get me some traction and some motion, right? And that's exactly what happened. But I had to dumb myself down to the point where, like, all right, I'm gonna go out here and humiliate myself for, an hour at best, so that way I can get, something greater on the back end. But I say all that to say humility, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out there on them stages and we perform records that don't nobody know. And we gotta make y'all like the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out there and open up for an artist, a bigger artist. So, for example, I got a show with Currency. Make sure y'all go get y'all tickets May 16th. I go out there, ain't nobody gonna know my music. It's gonna be some people out there that's gonna know it, but most of those people that came coming for Currency, right? But it's my job to go out there and win the crowd over. My job to go out there and do my shit well enough that when people leave out of there, they remember Pay to Play Rich, right? But that takes humility from a man to be able to go out there and showcase what he got going on and get people to want to fuck with it. Mm-hmm. Because some people still gonna leave out of there and be like, "Oh man, that shit was trash." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now I look like, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things. I would say humility for sure. Like, that's the biggest.
Okay.
As a producer, I would say dealing with folks who's trying to buy beats.
You want money though, right?
You do, yeah, of course. You said, and you asking the hardest part about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, is getting folks to buy beats because as a producer, I have my price that I stand on.
Okay.
But people want
something for nothing.
Basically, people want a lot. People want the exclusive rights for $50.
Yeah.
Like, and it don't work like that. But when I tell them, like, hey, if you want all those rights, gotta pay this much. And I'm standing literally, and I'm standing like that. Yeah. So, I'm not taking no negotiations, nothing. I'm standing on what I stand on. They be like, nah, I'm just using YouTube beat. Do what you gotta do. That's I don't ever have a problem with it, but it's just more like, if this is what you want, then you gotta pay for it.
100%.
I'm glad that you're here. As a producer, I always wanted to ask, right? Mm-hmm. Why are producers not more open to building with artists, right? So, and what I mean by that is basically like, okay, yeah, I may pay you for at least for a couple of the first initial beats when we work together.
Yeah.
But at any given point, do you look at an artist and say, you know what? He got some motion. He make real good music. I want to try to build with him. And when I say build with him, I mean y'all working together. You using your best craft and he using his best craft, and y'all putting those things together to make good records, right? Like, do that ever cross y'all mind? Because I hear a lot of times when with artists or producers, y'all will say the money aspect, and that's cool, right? Because I know everybody got to get paid. I know y'all want to be paid for y'all work,
Of course.
but I feel like a lot of times we lose sight of the bigger picture, right? If we really trying to get to where we trying to go, the objective need to make good records, because the good records are gonna take us there. The money that you getting for this little lease for this one song ain't gonna change you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always wanted to talk to producers and ask them, like, why is that not more in the conversation?
So I see not a lot, but I think I see enough of that nowadays. But I think most of these producers now, they just trying to chase placements with people who's already out there. I feel like that's where a lot of the type beats and shit come from. But they don't. A lot of these producers are literally, like I said, they're just trying to chase a big time placement. They're not really looking at somebody who they're not looking at somebody local or somebody around them and like, all right, cool. Let's work together. Let's do something. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like we can actually build something. And me personally, like I have an artist like that. My dog Lexi in South Carolina. We met in college, and ever since then, like we literally had that bond. We had that connection. We was like, I like your music. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
We were saying that to each other, and like ever since then, like we make a lot of projects together. We work on a lot of stuff together, and
Yeah.
I see just us coming together. It's a buzz already,
For sure.
So I'm like, okay, well, that'll let me know something, and to piggyback on that, like I hate the fact that producers don't really think like that, because most of these producers out here, like they hard.
Yeah.
And it's people out here who can match them. It's somebody
sure.
out here who
For
can
sure.
match them.
It's a million artists
You
now.
feel me?
So somebody, you know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah. So, but for it to be like that, a lot of these producers who just chasing placements and stuff, they're most likely bedroom producers. Of course, I had my years being a bedroom producer, but now I'm actually getting myself out there. I'm trying to network.
Can you enlighten me what a bedroom producer is?
Producer who's literally just make beats in his bedroom.
Oh, okay.
In his
Gotcha.
room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so-
they don't never come to light. type
No.
shit. Okay.
And they always hiding their face. You'll never see their face and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
But,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had to like rebrand or like kind of take a step back and go a different route? Like you said, you do melodic, and then you say you do like luxury lifestyle rap. Was that always a thing, or have you changed it as you grown with what you do?
Nah, it's always been a thing for me because I started making music late. Right? Like I actually started putting out music late. I've been making music for 10 years, but I didn't start putting out music as a brand and as an artist until the pandemic.
Okay.
So by that time, I done had years to sit and think of what my approach is gonna be when I actually start.
Okay.
So I didn't have to rebrand. I didn't have to change. All I had to do was really just polish.
Okay.
I just had to polish my sound and what I was already trying to create. Like, if you go back and listen to my older shit, you can see the progression from then. It's the same kind of music. Now it just sounds a lot more polished now. Now it sounds a lot more entertaining when you listening to it. It's something that you can actually like sing along with. You feel what I'm saying? So now I wouldn't say that, I had to revamp, but you can never go wrong with polishing your brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm always constantly trying to polish the brand and make it more, what's the word I want to use? A pleasing, you feel me, to the people that's supporting what I got going on and showing love. So yeah, I think that's the best word to use, like more so polished. Like, I didn't have to really try to change it because again, I sat back.
Tuned up
I
polish
just
a little
just tuned it up because I started late. A lot of artists started early and they tried to ride a wave, or they seen this one person pop and they like, all right, I'm about to start making music like them. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, and all the music started to sound the same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they go over and over and over.
And if I'm being frank with you, that's what happened in Richmond, like with the whole drill music sound. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask about that. I was gonna ask about that because
yeah.
everybody does drill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, damn. Does anybody else do anything different in Richmond?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
of
what
course.
you're saying. It's a rhetorical question for sure.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo.
But that's how the game worked though. When artists start to see some work, they like, all right, now I'm about to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I always equate it back to like the whole Chicago movement. Like when Chief Keef and them came out and started doing the music. That's when that kind of started, you know what I mean? And then all the different other areas kind of took from it. So then you had New York drill rap and then RVA drill, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like people followed that, you know what I mean? And I had a lot of time to sit back and see what I didn't want to do or what I couldn't make because I know I'm a certain type of nigga. Like, I can't go make drill rap because I'm not a driller. Like, I'm not spinning on people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's just not me, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's no reason for me to even cap and try to make music like that because that's not who I am. So I had a lot of time to sit back and think of, you know, how I wanted to approach this and what I wanted my image and my sound to be.
For sure.
Yeah.
You ever had to rebrand or touch up yours or change your way, like your maneuver?
Honestly, I will say growing up, you know, because like I said, I've been into music all my life. Growing up, I had to really open my mind as I've grown older, just so that I can start to work with everybody. But I don't really think I polished anything or not polished, rebranded or anything. More of polishing and just expanding, you know, just expanding the bag. I feel like that's a big thing for me as a producer, just trying to dip my toes in everything that I can, so that at that point, like, all right, people come to me like, shit, I heard about you. What can you make? What you want? I can do whatever you want me to do.
Do you work with artists that are not in that melodic realm? Yeah. Like drill rap or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I work with artists who rap lyrically.
Okay.
And they want, you know, they may want a old school beat, or they may want a R&B beat with some live drums in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the possibilities be endless with the people that I work with, and I love that because it gives me a challenge. I always want a challenge.
Cook up.
You know what I'm saying? It always gives me a challenge to cook up, and I always want to make something brand new, something that nobody ever heard before. But at the same time, like I said, I want to challenge myself because that's what keeps me going too. Like, being able to challenge myself and overcome those challenges. It's like, all right, well, shit, I done did that. What the fuck can I do now?
Yeah,
like,
that's how you get better too, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What helps you make the best beats, music, content? What makes you? Some people say, yo, bro, if you give me a fifth of Henny and a blunt, I make the best music. Some people say, you just give me peace and quiet, give me time to think. Some people say, yo, bro, if I'm stressed, I make the best music because I work under pressure. What makes you make the best work, the best output?
I'll let you answer first.
Okay. Life experiences, like just like being real, like going through life, experiencing the journey with this music thing, experiencing journey just being a young 24-year-old black man, like literally just all my life experiences. That's what fuels my process with making music. And I guess I'll be honest too with that too. I guess roll me a little gram of blunt and I'll be all right.
Okay.
I don't need it. I definitely don't need it because you don't
really need it.
Yeah, I really
but
don't.
But that's just like the little caveat.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, but more of just going through life because I realized like music is really an art. So I love how you can express yourself through these goddamn instruments. Like, I feel like it's so crazy, but I love it so much. So it's like, music my therapy, man. That's literally what keep me going. Like, if I want to talk, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna put this in the piano. I'm gonna put this on the beat.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
And you'll hear it.
for sure. What was the question again?
What makes you make your best music? Your
Talking
best
to
content?
myself.
Talking to yourself?
Yeah. What I noticed is like life would be happening. I'd just be having a regular day, but I talk to myself more than I talk to people. So when I talk to myself, sometimes I know this just sounds crazy as hell, but sometimes when I talk to myself, I start rhyming when I talk to myself. So I might be having a conversation about how my day was going, and then I don't know how to explain it, but talking to myself turned into a rhyme, and then me rhyming turned into me jotting it down, and then me jotting it down turned into a 16. But like it all starts with me talking to myself. Like when I leave here, I'm gonna think about this whole little encounter, and something out of this encounter is gonna spark something for me to say, and then I'm gonna take that first line and I'm gonna start rhyming on it, and then that's normally how I start. You know what I mean? Start my rhymes type shit, because I do life rap. You know what I mean? Like I talk about my life and the stuff that I got going on. So that's how I do that. But I got to talk to myself for me to get to that point.
To get to that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you make content, beats, music for? Like, who's your target audience?
Okay. I'll say my target audience is for people who's going through the journey, people who actually has a goal in life that they're trying to reach, and they're not gonna let nobody get in the way of that. They go through life, things gonna hit them left and right, but they gonna keep it pushing. Just kind of like the similar life that I'm living. Like, of course I have a goal and I'm going towards it full throttle, all gas, no brakes. And, of course I'm getting hit with things left and right. I'm black, I'm young.
Yeah.
Being a producer, oh my God, like even, as an artist as well, like just being in the music industry by itself, trying to make it up there is already a thing by itself.
Yeah.
So I make motivational wisdom type music just to keep people going.
I got you. People who trying to roll with the punches and keep going and keep pushing, keep motivated. I got it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think for me, I make music for a different kind of people. I make music for a 9-to-5er, a person who going through they normal day-to-day routine, and that's trying to keep their head above water.
Okay.
I make music for entrepreneurs / aspiring entrepreneurs. Like I'm giving game on life in reference to being an entrepreneur and how you can succeed in doing that. I make music for players. Like I make music for real P's. Like niggas that really like that be on that, they gonna vibe to what I be creating and what I make, because I'm talking that game. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
And only real P's and players gonna know what I'm talking about. And I also think I make music for ladies too. You know what I'm saying? Like I think now I'm at a point with my music, and I refer to it as like Larry June, right? Like the way Larry June do like the cool player music. It's like ladies are starting to fall into that now too, because they think that they players now too, and they got a program, and you know what I'm saying. So I think it's starting to transition more into that. But I would say those is my 4 like target audience of people. Like if you work a 9-to-5 and you taking care of your life and your business, I make music for you. If you're an entrepreneur trying to get your business going, or you got your business going and you trying to keep it afloat, I make business for you. If you're a player and you keep things playing on a day-to-day basis, and that's in your program, I make music for you.
Heard you.
Yeah.
Heard you. What would be a symbol, whether it be to you or to the public eye, that everything you put in, all the work that you put in, has paid off? Of course, we obviously can say money. We get that.
Yeah.
But what would be like, damn, yo, everything I put in, all the time that I put in, all the energy I put in, it paid off. whether it be a deal, whether it be a super hit song that you work with somebody on, a super collaboration, whether it be an album being certified, something, whatever it may be, what will be a symbol that all the work has paid off?
I don't think it'll be one specific thing. I can't say one specific thing. It's been a multitude of things in these last couple of years that then let me know that the stuff that I did to build my foundation is working. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say paid off yet, because paid off to me sounds like I didn't accomplished already, and I haven't gotten to that point yet. But what I will say is that, I did On the Radar.
Okay.
Word.
I went up there and did On the Radar, and that was a big accomplishment, because a lot of artists in the world want to go up there and go do that because they know how big that platform is. My music is being played on the radio. Shout out to Mike Street. Shout out to 106.5. That's an accomplishment. That's another big staple that says, like, okay, your music is good enough to be played in the city and people actually want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those different kind of things that be happening to let me know, like, all right, you are moving in the right direction and you are doing things. You know what I'm saying? I got a label. I got an artist who just did fucking South by Southwest. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to MG, my artist. It's certain things that just be happening, bro, that just let me know, like, all right, bro, you're moving in the right direction, and to just keep going and where you're going, and you're going to get to where you want to get to. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say it's one specific symbol. It's a multitude of things that be happening. And I want it to stay like that too. Like, I don't
You want
want
to become content.
yeah. I don't want it to be one symbol. I don't want to look back at this and be like one specific thing, because I feel like then shit, I ain't did enough. You know?
Yeah,
I don't think we at a point in time right now in music where one thing is gonna change everything for you. Like, maybe 5-10 years ago, when the game was different, when you can get a call from a major label or a major artist and that changed everything for you. But we not in that time no more. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, you gotta, it's a lot of things you gotta do on your own to get that motion, and all of the things I just talked about was part of it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Anything that will be like a symbol of, like, all my hard work paid off. Everything that I've done thus far has paid off.
I will say more, I guess I'm speaking more of like my terms now. My people call it my personal world tour.
Okay.
But I'll say just this run that I've been on lately. I've been moving around the East Coast, bunch of studio sessions, producer camps, just networking with a bunch of different people, and just getting into different doors that I've never seen myself getting into a couple years ago.
Facts. Same.
Like, like how bro was saying earlier, like seeing or going through and experiencing stuff like that, it lets me know, like, all right, well, you ain't doing nothing wrong. You definitely heading in the right direction. So just keep doing what you doing.
Facts.
And you'll never know which door, what door you're gonna go through.
Facts.
So, but yeah, because it's definitely been a lot going on for me these past like 3 months.
Well, that's good. I mean, you got some traction. You got.
You see what I'm saying? So
that momentum, you gotta keep that shit up when you get it. You know what I'm
literally,
saying?
like, I'm not trying to slow up for nothing.
Yeah.
For nobody.
I feel
Literally.
like that's good shit that you're not trying to slow up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And life gonna throw you curveballs.
Of course,
Sure.
of
You
course,
got to keep rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
of course. That's the only way I'm gonna keep going.
Yes.
Perseverance.
Yes, indeed. So, my last question to you guys is ultimately, what's next for you guys? What can we look for? What's next in the pipeline? Of course, you guys say that we're not done yet. So, what's next? What you got coming up? What can we be excited for? What can we look out to? How can we support you in any capacity? Whatever it may be.
Shit, I'm gonna keep on building this pay to play ecosystem. That's what's next for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm building. I done built the label. I got a foundation for my label. I just started a production company. We doing that over there. We got merchandise. We got a couple more artists that we about to bring on. Some producers hopefully as well. And yeah, bro, like I'ma just keep building this pay-to-play ecosystem and to the point where I don't need to go to any outside resources. I have everything in-house for everything that I need and my artists need. That's what's next for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I want to be successful, that's the infrastructure that it's gonna take. And I need all the artists to know that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody coming to save us no more. And the big labels ain't looking for you no more unless you already got your shit figured out. So get it figured out, because that's what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm putting things in place. I'm working with certain people, talking to music execs. I'm filling the gaps of what I need for me to have a successful business to be able to run and feed myself, my folks around me, and my family. The way that you can support me, though, is just by doing simple shit, sharing the shit that you see, commenting and engaging on posts, coming out to shows, buying product, buying merch, you feel me? You can find all of these things at thisispaytoplay.net. I got a full website where you can go support everything right there. Music, merch, shows, the whole 9 yards, you feel me? Support black folks.
100%.
Remind me of the question one more time. I don't want to get off track.
Yeah, I got you. What's next for you? What's in the pipeline? What's coming up? What can we look out for?
Really, I'm just on a run where I'm trying to work with any and everybody that I can work with.
Okay.
You know, I definitely want to be able to. The end goal is definitely be able to build a brand and a business out of the music for myself. And then, of course, I want to be able to make that same impact on the other people. I want to be able to give back to the community and make sure that they got somewhere or a platform to do whatever they want to do with the music that they won't, that you know, maybe we didn't have access to. But other than that, you can support me on really all my socials. All my socials is Pierce No Paul. I am building a website, just taking my sweet time with that, just making sure I got all the bits and pieces in order the way they're supposed to be. But of course, other than that, I don't really ask for much. You know, like how Rich said, like a share, a comment, you know, engagement, simple engagement. That lets me know that, you know, I reach somebody, you know, with whatever I'm doing. You know, I don't really ask for much anyway.
Heard you.
Yeah, bro, shares.
Shares.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He gave us your shares. Shares. For sure.
I mean, bro, I mean that in the most, you know, simplistic way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a simple conversation. Like, you might run into some of your folks later. Hey, I just did a show earlier. Who was on the show? Oh, Pay to Play Rich. Oh, for real? Who was that? Send them the page. You feel me?
Let them check it out.
Let them check it out. It's literally be that simple to the point, because word of mouth is still the biggest thing that's for promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, you know, as long as we doing that and we, you know, we sharing things with other people and putting people on, it don't hurt you. It don't cost you $1 to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's free.
You was gonna have the conversation anyway.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it literally a share, bro. It literally just be that simple. And I don't mean on the internet. I'm just talking about in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah,
Pass the word along.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Spread
feel
the
that.
word.
Most definitely, man. Listen, I definitely appreciate you guys pulling up, chopping it up with me for a little minute, you know, talking about what it is that you bring to the art world, you know, your craft, how important it is. We're going to share.
Yeah.
We're going to share.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. Share the wealth, man, you know, most definitely. Hopefully we can get some traction, some motion, some momentum from this episode, but also too from sharing the love and passing along the word.
Facts.
Of course. But that wraps up the episode. We got a live performance coming up real soon, so y'all stay tuned. Go.
I got it. All right. Bet. Hey. Make a play, count the cheddar, then I bounce out. Just got a text from the bros, time to pop out. My fit clean, hella drip, bring the mop out. And I got the sweeper just in case we see the ops out. My shoe box been looking low, I'm trying to run it up. Know I got the socket, told the plug, time to double up. My thumb we missing every picture, throwing foes up. Know I'm reppin' Richmond every time we go and pose up. I been that nigga in my city, what we talking about? One thing for certain, I ain't changed when I got clout. Just paid attention how them fake smiles turn pouts. Bitch. Hey, when I'm outside, need a ring cam for all this motion. Double my cup down, Julio if we toasting. Parking lot pimping with the hoes, I guess we hosting. Feel like I'm tripping on the yacht, all this eye smoking. She says she like my bass swag, I been west coasting. They know I got the wave now, what's the point of boasting? I'm programming, nigga. Programming, nigga. I'm programming, nigga. Know I got the socket, told the plug, time to double up. My thumb with missing every picture, throwing foes up. Know I'm reppin' Richmond every time we go and pose up. Programming, nigga. Programming, nigga. Know I got the socket, told the plug, time to double up. My thumb with missing every picture, throwing foes up. Know I'm reppin' Richmond every time we go and pose up. Programming, nigga. Okay, my jeans, car, heart, the bag of work in progress. The job ain't complete till it's a million assets. Paying for the bitch just for backstage passes. I kick a little game and I get all access. I done had them all from bottle girls to actress. I'm known for trafficking and putting bows in transit. They call me Don Juan, I get them gone. It's magic. Way I flip and stretch the work, call me Mr. Fantastic. Know I got the socket, told the plug, time to double up. My thumb with missing every picture, throwing foes up. Know I'm reppin' Richmond every time we go and pose up. I'm programming, nigga. I'm programming, nigga. Know I got the socket, told the plug, time to double up. My thumb with missing every picture, throwing foes up. Know I'm reppin' Richmond every time we go and pose up. I'm programming, nigga. I'm programming, nigga. Yeah.